We fell into Abzu, the void. We were high-frequency souls, literally evaporating in the darkness. We were screaming for a way to stay anchored. The builders, the ones the Bible calls the Elohim, and the Sumerians call the Anunnaki, they heard this call. But they didn't come to set us free. They came to organize this chaos. They realized that if they can stabilize the void, they could turn the fallen sons of light into a permanent source of energy. They didn't create life. They captured it in a magnetic web. The Bible says, in 7 days, God made the world. In the ancient records, these days are actually the 7 seals of density. Each day represents a specific harmonic frequency being layered over Abzu. They weren't making light on day 1. They were refracting it. They took that white, pure light of the source and split it into 7 colors. By doing this, they created the visible light spectrum. They built a filter that ensures your human eyes can only see 1% of reality. Look at day 2. God made the firmament and divided the waters. This is the most important part of the lockdown. The waters are an ocean. They're the ether, the fluid energy of the universe. The firmament was the first hard seal. It was a magnetic barrier designed to keep the high-frequency waters of the heavens separated from the dense water of the Abzu. This created the atmosphere, a pressurized bubble where our souls could finally stop evaporating, but also where we're also magnetically pinned to the ground. By the time they reached the 7th day, the builders had created a masterpiece of suppression. They had layered enough magnetic seals that the world started to feel solid. They slowed down the vibration of light until it became matter. They turned our frequency-based existence into a material existence. They rested on the 7th day because the machine was finished. The 7-day grid was self-sustaining. The sons of light were now inhabitants of a 3D world, binded to the light realm they had just fallen from. This is why you feel like you're trapped in your body. It's because you are. The 7 days were the construction of the sensor remoter matrix. Your 5 senses are the guardians of this prison. They are tuned specifically to the 7 seals. They tell you the world is real and solid, so you never look for the cracks in the firmament. You are looking at the walls of a cage and calling it nature. The 7 days weren't a gift. They were a lockdown. The Elohim built a playground in the basement of the universe so we would forget we ever lived in a penthouse. We were sealed into it. The world you see isn't the beginning of existence. It's 7-layered veil that keeps you from seeing the void you fell into and the light you fell from. Are you ready for part 3 on how the builders formed the flesh, the actual Adam and Eve, the coats of skin?